creating a roof in ArchiCAD, mouse over to the 2D section, and while you're in the 2D section on your floor plan, mouse over to the roof tool and select the roof tool. Make sure you select the roof layer if you're dealing with layers. So the geometry method should be poly roof, so click on it and then you're ready to go. And you can also select you can also give the base height. The base height should be 3450 as the roof of, the height of the building, and the, how is it called, the fall, the angle of fall should be 45. Those values are not constant anyway. They vary. It depends on what you want. It depends on your specifications. You can also go to the settings, take a look at what kind of roof you intend to roof the building. We are using roof tiles French red. You have other options here. You have roof tiles Dutch. You have asphalt, stuff like that. So let's go with the ArchiCAD default settings. Alright, so let's continue. We'll click at the beginning, just at the angle 90 here. So you continue clicking at the angles, at their 90s point. So just continue. Zoom close to be very precise. So get back to the final destination here. This is the origin. This was where we started. So by the time you click here, a dialog box will pop up with additional settings. So here you are, So right now you can allow this default settings, but you see the elevation here is 600. The eaves are 600. Just allow the default settings and just click OK. You can always adjust that in the 3D view. So now the roof has been generated, so you can preview it in the 3D, and here it is. So use your orbit button to navigate around to see how the view looks like. So here it is. If this type of roof wasn't your choice, you can still select it, go back to settings and pick an appropriate roof for your building. You have so many of them here. You have asphalt, brown, asphalt brown. You have so many things like that. So you can always go back and change. Even the fascia board, you can select it, go back, choose a color for the fascia board. This should be the fascia board. Look at the color codes here. You have, this is the top, this is the sides, which is the fascia board, and this is the bottom of it. So this should be the fascia board. So let's click what color do we want for our fascia board. Maybe we want something dark, so we'll pick this black color. That's it. Roof. This roof is based on the hip roof style. So what if you want to achieve a gable roof, like for, let's say, for the entrance porch, just the entrance porch should be a gable style. So how do you achieve that in ArchiCAD? So we'll also be treating that quickly to cover up the roof tutorial. Okay, so to achieve that, you first of all create your hip roof like this, and then in the floor plan you can select the roof. Every object, all these components, objects can be ungrouped. They are grouped now, so you can choose the edit button, come down to groupings, and then ungroup. So by the time you ungroup this object now, all of these faces of the roofs becomes individual. All of these faces of the roofs become individual. So you will have to eliminate, you will have to eliminate this face of the roof by deleting it. You will delete it, yes. So once that is done, you will click this face of the roof and then click on this node here. So while you click on the node, don't move around. Make sure you take a look at the palette here and select move node. So you are targeting this node and selection of the node, you now move it down to sit around here. But if you're finding difficulty in making this very line to be purely horizontal, which if it is in AutoCAD you will just enable your auto, but in ArchiCAD you will hold down the shift key while you try to make this this move, and then it will make it stable there, and that enables you to get purely a horizontal and vertical line, which you can achieve this. So you will do same in the other side. Select it, click on the node, come down, and then hold down the shift key, and then click, and then this gives you this gable roof style. By the time you mouse over to the 3D view, now you will see that your roof style has actually been changed. So now you have a gable style, maintaining the eaves. You know, the eaves are still 600, even up to the gable side here the eaves are still 600. So this is how you achieve this. But then you have a problem here. The wall is open, so now what you need to do is just to increase the height of this wall, just one face of the wall. So let's go back to right here in the 3D section we can do that. So let's click on the wall. Mind you, you're targeting the wall. No, I have touched something else. I'm targeting the wall. Yes, this is the wall you intend to work with. So this wall now, the overall height is 3450. No, let's make it 6 meters. All right, 6 meters is it's very okay. That's what I want. I want it to overlap. I want the wall to overlap. So by the time the wall overlaps, we can, okay, I just noticed something here. I think we have other components, these how do they call this curve, the arc tool that we created here. I think we mistakenly placed multiple arc tools, so some are existing up here. That's why the wall is being chopped up here like this. So let's select the arc tool and delete it. There are some existing arc tool here. So I've deleted one. I'm deleting the second one now. By the time we are done deleting them, you will see that this wall will level up there. Wow, that means we really created multiple. I've deleted some. I'll also delete the last one. Very good. So that has been done. That was an initial mistake when we were trying to create the arc. We mistakenly dropped multiple arcs there, so we had that problem. So right now this is what I'm talking about. The wall overlaps the roof, which is something very okay. So to now trim this thing now to your roof, just select the roof. So make sure you select the roof. You can select the wall. Yes, select the wall, and then there is a tool here, trim to roof. So you can click that, and then top. Yes, the default is trim top. Yes, and then you click on trim. So this now trims that roof to, that wall to the roof, which solves that problem. So now you can actually see that everything is clean up, well trimmed. So this is how you can achieve your hip and gable roof within a few minutes. So if you actually want to maintain your grouped method, you can still go back and select the ArchiCAD, the component you ungrouped, which is the roof, by holding down the shift key and clicking on the object. You will see you're selecting the entire object. So that by the time you know that you have selected all of them, you can go back to group and then ask ArchiCAD to group them, such that by the time you want to move any of the component, you see the whole roof will move. So that is how it works. You're playing with the roof, the whole roof is moving. Wow, that's it. Let's undo and get everything back in place. Alright, it's in place now, but still grouped. Alright, everything grouped. So that's how you ungroup and modify your roofs. Every component in ArchiCAD, you can ungroup them, modify, and regroup back, because that is how it works.